Brian, we always hear that we should get out of paying income tax, but that's not realistic, is it?
No, it's not realistic. I mean, there's certain things you can do to defer taxes, and there's some exclusions out there. Certainly, if I can not pay tax on $500,000 of gain on the sale of my principal residence, I'm going to want to take advantage of that. Maybe I want to defer taxes into other years. Maybe I don't. Maybe I want to pay taxes now. So where we have people that have a lot of taxable income over their lifetime, lots of gains, earnings, IRA type accounts, that kind of thing, they're going to pay tax. But the key here, the reason we're recording this is to talk about level loading your income, because proper tax planning isn't tax avoidance. There's not a lot of ways to get out of paying income tax, unless you don't make very much, of course. Right. But I'm talking about people that have a lot of taxable income in their future. I think the point here is you don't want to have it all in one year and pay a whole bunch of it at the highest marginal tax bracket. You usually want to spread it out and take advantage of lower brackets each of the different years.
So it's possible to figure out when your income's going to be. Can you give me an example of how that may work?
Yeah, so there's two kinds of income in my world. There's the income you earn, and when you earn money, you don't get to pick what year that's in. You're going to pay tax in the year you earn it. Then there's investment earnings. You do pick that. You pick when you're going to sell your stock. You pick when you're going to sell your real estate. You decide whether you're going to do a 1031 exchange on your real estate and defer that into the future. You decide when you're going to take IRA distributions and be taxed on them. So those are decisions you make, and you can control the timing of those. You really don't have a lot of control over your income. You can't just defer your paychecks for another period. You're going to get paid as you earn that.
So can there be significant savings by level loading or moving these distributions around to different years or different times?
Yeah, one of the primary tools a CPA has in consulting with a client that has those decisions is to make sure that the brackets that we are comfortable with are full. So what I mean by that is there's a certain amount of income we can make every year at 0%, some at 10, some at 12. I think most people would agree I would be more than happy to pay my gains at 12%. So we want to fill that bracket up. A lot of my clients make a lot of money and they think, I'll pay at 22 all day long and 24. Maybe I don't like that 32% bracket. Or maybe I think brackets in the future are going to be 50, 60. As I know historically, income tax brackets have been as high as 94% in this country. Happened after World War II. So if you believe with all the borrowing that's going on right now that we're going to have really high brackets in the future, you might want to push more back to now so you have less in the future. So it depends upon what you think income tax brackets are going to be, but certainly there's always some brackets we want to make sure we're fully taking advantage of now.
Is this a common strategy among high net worth individuals?
I don't know that it's done all that much, just because a lot of CPAs aren't working closely with their financial advisor. I'll give you an example of that. And one of the reasons I'm sitting here right now is for this very reason. So my first 20 years of being a public accountant, I've been a partner of a CPA firm for years and years and years, and it occurred to me one day, I have never had one of my clients' financial advisor ever call me and ask my advice on anything they ever advised as it relates to income tax in my entire career. Most people think their financial advisors are conversing with their CPAs. I got 20 years that says that didn't happen. So I became that financial advisor for my clients. I converse with myself all the time, so here I am talking right now. And so I think it's really important that you understand that that probably isn't happening behind the scenes.
So our goal is not to get to zero as far as taxes, but we can mitigate the amount of money that we pay in taxes if we do it intelligently.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks, Brian.